Hello and what's up, guys? Today we dive into a pressing issue that has sparked conversations, ignited emotions, and raised questions about fairness, justice, and equity in Nigeria. At the heart of this matter is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), whose continued detention has drawn widespread condemnation not just locally but internationally. Now, let me ask you this: why is Nnamdi Kanu still behind bars while others with arguably far worse allegations walk free? In 2016, under President Muhammad Buhari, the government initiated Operation Safe Corridor. This program pardoned over 1,400 so-called repentant terrorists. These were individuals with blood on their hands, people who unleashed havoc across communities in the north. Not only were they forgiven, but they were also rehabilitated, flown abroad for studies, and some were even recruited into the Nigerian army. Fast forward to Kaduna in 2024, just last month, Governor Ubasani received repentant bandits with open arms, reopening markets in areas long plagued by insecurity. These individuals, notorious for terrorizing innocent citizens, are being reintegrated into society under the guise of reconciliation. But what about Nnamdi Kanu? Here is a man who has neither wielded a gun nor spilled blood. His only crime demanding equity and the right to self-determination. If Sunday Igboho, the Yoruba agitator, can regain freedom after similar calls for separation, why is Kanu's case different? The Igbo people of the southeast are being treated as second-class citizens in their own country. How else do we explain the disparity in justice? Terrorists and bandits are pardoned and celebrated, yet a man who speaks for his people is vilified and detained for over 3 years without fair trials or due process. The American Military Veterans of Igbo Descent (AVID) have had enough. They have written an open letter to Igbo leaders urging the Southeast Governors Forum to meet with President Bola Tinubu immediately. They argue that Kanu's release isn't just a matter of justice, it is critical to restoring peace in the region. His continuous incarceration has fueled insecurity in the southeast. Groups that once rallied peacefully now feel abandoned, pushing some into desperation. Yet the solution is clear: a free Nnamdi Kanu is key to stabilizing the region. So why the hesitation? Some suggest that political ambition within the southeast itself might be at play. Could certain leaders fear that a free Kanu might disrupt their personal aspirations? If so, it is a betrayal not just of Kanu but of the Igbo people who look to these leaders for representation. AVID's call is bold. If the governors won't act, they demand traditional rulers, civil leaders, and even the clergy to step in. Governor Alex Oti of Abia State, in particular, has been urged to take the lead since Kanu hails from Abia. Guys, this is bigger than politics. It is about justice, equity, and the soul of a nation. How can Nigeria claim to be a democratic state when justice is applied selectively? How can we preach unity when certain regions are systematically marginalized? It is time for the Southeast to demand answers and for the rest of Nigeria to listen. December 25 isn't just a deadline, it is a test of our collective conscience. Stay tuned for clips that delve deeper into these issues, highlighting the voices of those fighting for justice and the undeniable evidence of double standards in the Nigerian system.
So Nnamdi Kanu is trending right now because some people are agitating for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, while some people are trending the hashtag Free Nnamdi Kanu now. So some people have gone ahead to tell the Nigerian government that if Nnamdi Kanu should pine in the custody, that Nigerian government will not, find it funny. And some set of people countered, that opinion, saying that MK Abiola pined in custody and nothing happened. Some people are saying that IPOB is not a terrorist group and the agitation of Nnamdi Kanu is valid, that it should be released. Should Nnamdi Kanu be released or not? Will his release ease insecurity and a lot of things that have been happening in the East? What is your opinion as regards this?
Rochas Okorocha, the former governor of Imo State, made a statement recently that really touched my heart, and I agree with him. Let me explain. In a burial ceremony of the former Nigerian senator who died abroad that was shipped down to Nigeria, Ifeanyi died a few months ago. So during his burial, Rochas Okorocha gave a speech that really touched my heart, which I will want you guys to listen also.
Before the death of Iwanyanwu made a plea to Federal Republic of Nigeria. SDF went to Villa and begged Nigerian nation. Ifeanyi made a statement in the same line. I want to say to you, my brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Senate President, convey this one message on behalf of these Igbos who are seated, that the best way to honor this great young man is the release of Nnamdi Kanu, so that the Igbos can go home and reorganize their place. And I know you, Senator Akpabio, that even if you don't want to do it, send this message. For the sake of your wife, who is our daughter, send this message and get us a result.
Now, in that speech, Rochas Okorocha was telling the Senate President, which is Godswill Akpabio, that he should grant the last wish of Ifeanyi Ubah, who has now joined his ancestors. When Ifeanyi Ubah was alive, he pleaded that the Nigerian government should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That if they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be peace in Southeast. Now, Rochas Okorocha is begging or pleading on behalf of the deceased, which is Ifeanyi Ubah, telling the Senate President Godswill Akpabio that he should use his office, his political power, to beg the Mr. President or whoever is holding Nnamdi Kanu that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, let me tell you this. One of the benefits of releasing Nnamdi Kanu is that when Nnamdi Kanu is released, most of those insurgency or most of those things you think happening in the Southeast will reduce. Most of them are happening because Nnamdi Kanu is still held against his wish or maybe against the law. So if Nnamdi Kanu is released, probably, maybe, or there's higher chance that those things will reduce. So dear Nigerian government, please grant this wish for the Igbos and release the detained Nnamdi Kanu so that we can have peace, so that we can travel in peace to our dear states, Southeast. Anyway, I cannot say more than this. So you watching this video, tell me what you think in the comment section.
Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks.